is not one generation who can be blamed for this destruction, but my age group have been handed a planet riddled with extinction and infested with greed. Do we want to live in a world where we value ivory products above life, where we see ivory trinkets as superior to the lives of intelligent and sociable creatures? I know with absolute certainty that every one of us in this room cares about the future of elephants, cares about the future of our wildlife, because we all know how desolate the planet would be if we were the sole inhabitants. But despite this, we are still falling behind. We are not moving fast enough to keep up with the global demand, halt the demand for wildlife products and end the decline of species. Whilst we sit here today, 55 elephants will be slaughtered for their teeth. But even a number as shocking as that will never do justice to the immensity of this crime. Each elephant is part of a herd, a family that cares for each other's young, that mourns its dead, and that passes on knowledge just as we do. They are also a vital component of their ecosystem and of their biodiversity. They play such a crucial role in the management of their habitats, and without these natural services, the land in which they live will begin to degrade and crumble in ways that we can't even imagine. If we disrupt the intricate balance of nature, then whatever befalls the earth will surely befall us too. Our species has granted itself a level of complacency around how we treat wildlife, and because of this, we are in a dire state. We have only just begun to seriously confront the syndicates that leave a trail of death and destruction behind them. This has to be a turning point. This conference, as those before it and those after it, will shine a spotlight on this crime that has become so commonplace. We need to allow the elephants' cries of agony to be heard globally, because now we are at a fork in the road. Will we take the path of extinction, or will we step up and speak up against this gruesome trade? I speak for my generation when I say that we have to take the path of conservation. I am so afraid that my future, our future, will be devoid of everything that makes life so spectacular and so special. Young people entrust adults with the responsibility to make mature and effective decisions. But currently, that trust is being betrayed. We could be handed a planet devoid of many things, including the magnificent elephant. This is about so much more than preserving one species, though. Are we teaching young people to disregard the needs of future generations? If we can't protect some of our most iconic and cherished wildlife, then what are we teaching young people? Are we teaching them to give up in the face of adversity? Are we teaching them to value money above life? 4 years ago, the very first IWT conference was held here in London. Since then, we have seen great successes and progressions towards a better future for us, for our wildlife, and for our planet. We are on the right side of history. There is a growing awareness around the severity of this crisis, and my message is simple. Yes, you are here to discuss policies, pore over statistics, and implement new strategies. But behind those numbers and words are real lives that are being destroyed. Orphans that are left by the sides of their mutilated mothers. Herds that are deprived of the knowledge that is so essential for their survival. And humans that will live in a more degraded and depleted world than we are fortunate enough to enjoy and admire today. We are at crisis point, but we cannot and must not let that define the future of the species that we hold so dear. When we leave today and return to our different towns, cities, and countries, we must not allow this momentum to die out. Because if we do, the elephants will surely die out with it. And to leave you with a quote, we don't inherit the earth from our ancestors. We simply borrow it from our children. Thank you.
Intinya